Welcome back to Let's Replay Neverwinter Nights 2 Master Poruset. This is Big Los, and we are still in the Academy of Shapers and Binders. Remember I said I was gonna rest before I started this episode, but I need to do something before I rest first. So, we have a vase over here. Inside of it is the Lion's Bane ring, and it does resurrection 3 times per day, and gives you improved saves versus death, 15 points. So we'll take that. Also, checking out the map, it looks like one of the Dread Wraiths managed to work his way out of the locked room. And that's him right there. So we're just going to leave this door closed, and we're not going to worry about it for right now. But what I wanted to do first before I rested and reapply the buffs is that there were some enemy wizards around here that I want to petrify. Let's see if they're in here. Yes, definitely. I think there are 3 in here, and we have 8 castings here, and I think Sophia has 5.
Whose troll it were puros.
So you cast that.
Yes?
On that one, you cast that one. And we'll turn off party AI mode so the rest of my party doesn't attack. Who's that?
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, looks like that one turned to stone. What about this one? I think that one turned to stone as well. We have one in here. Let's turn that one to stone.
Whose troll it were puros.
Yep. You failed the fortitude save. Oh wait, Incendiary Cloud. We gotta get you out of here. Peel you back that way, and you go that way.
Half-minded soil tiller.
To the abyss with you.
All right. We'll come back to these red wizards when we're ready to devour their souls. Right now, they're not going to bother anybody. They're just going to stay there like good statues. Alright, let's exit out here, and we'll close this door. Unless the door exploded, which actually I think is what happened. Crap, that sucks. That means we're going to have to keep everybody in puppet mode until they're all gone. Let's check this door over here. Master Atabe with some students. They are not hostile. I believe we have some more hostile students over here.
Yes.
Let's bring Sophia over this way. And we'll have these two.
You have need of me?
Petrify some of these red wizards. Sulkin. She is not hostile.
Yes.
Let's bring you over here.
I will lead now. Follow.
What do you see in here, Janik? We see some hostile wizards.
Come this way.
The headmistress is dead. The ban on killing visitors is lifted. But what about the ban on petrifying students? Yep, we got one more.
On your guard. Foes approach.
Failed your fortitude save. Alright. Let's cast it on this one. What happened to you? How come you didn't cast it? Oh, is this person invisible?
I will do what I can.
Whose troll
It's
it
always
were
somebody
puros.
who makes himself invisible around here. We're gonna have to wait for this one to cast an offensive spell and become visible again. Can we do Vampiric Touch on you? No, we can't. I don't have True Seeing. Sophia, do you have something that'll help? See Invisibility. Let's cast that on Janik.
Tucson revelos.
On your guard. Foes approach.
Okay. See Invisibility. Now we can presumably... No, we can't do anything. Maybe this student is not invisible. Maybe it's ethereal. Oh, and now you're a Nightwalker. Great. Can we petrify you now?
Yes.
Petrify. No. Oh, I'm sure we could do it now. We probably want to dispel that, though. Let's bring Gann over.
Press the attack, quickly!
Shall we indulge ourselves?
Alright, Gann, come this way. And then we'll have to cast Greater Dispelling. There we are. Greater Dispel Magic. We'll put that... We don't want it too close to either Janik or the Petrified Wizard.
Altor Medias.
Did it work on anybody? No. I guess we'll have to try again.
Et Altor Medias.
Ah, it's not working. Well, it looks like nobody can hit anything.
To me, my allies, I shall lead.
Alright, you go over there and you do the same thing. Because we can actually devour this thing.
Yes?
Alright, come this way. Oh! Alright. Unpolymorph so we can flesh to stone. Ah, you have magic absorption, huh?
You...
Alright,
you are...
let's just kill it.
Oh! My weapons are of no avail against this thing.
Oh, we'll get it eventually. Ah, there we go. Okay, Caitlin. Pull you back. Okay, Gann.
As easy as dreaming.
You go back.
I will do
Janik,
what I can.
devour soul. Alright, and we get a brilliant essence out of it. Bye-bye, vampire. So we have these two students who are frozen in place. They will stay that way until we're ready for them. Get a bunch of gold. There's a crate here. Let's loot it. Weighted golem arms. These are +3, damage bonus +5, and it gives us improved knockdown. Hey, that might be useful for something. Alright, everybody, let's leave.
Yes?
All who can hear, follow.
Yes?
You have need of me?
Alright. Now, I think I will leave this place. And rebuff myself. And then come back and devour some more things. So I'll meet you back here. Okay, we're back. I rested up for some reason. The Spirit Meter didn't drop at all. However, I got my uses of Devour back. And all my spells back. And I put the buffs back on. So let's go into one of these classrooms here. And we'll explore a little bit. What about that? Can you duplicate a soul? Atsu, what do you think? No. And why is that? It loses fidelity in the replication process. Is that like dubbing a VHS? The only way to keep the qualities of a soul pure is to split them off from the original rather than duplicate them. Excuse me, I'm in the middle of a lesson. Then, of course, neither of the split pieces can ever be completely whole again. I'm here for the prestige. I am so lost. I don't know how anyone can learn all of this. Moswin. Mr. Zerzura always gives us a lot to think about. What about you? Slaves aren't allowed in here. Well, you wouldn't be talking to me, would you? I'm also a red wizard. Level 10 one at that. Ah, this door is normally locked, but we have the skeleton keys. See, it says you used a key. Inside this crate is the Onher's Hand Falcon. It's +7 and it does 3d6 points of electrical damage. Some good loot to sell. Let's open up the bag of holding and we'll put it in there along with some other things. Let's put the weighted golem arms in there. You know, I should probably give Sophia some of these spells. Just to make some room. Summon creature 7. I don't think you'll be able to... Can you cast this?
Yes?
No, we'll give that to Gann. What about this? Greater Planar Binding. Ah, Conjuration. So...
You have need
we'll
of
just
me?
give that back to you. Polymorph and Shape Change. Both kind of the same spell, but different powers. Summon Creature 9. We'll give that to you. Mind Blank. I think we'll give that to you. Incendiary Cloud. We'll give that to you. There, that should be enough room, huh? Yeah, I guess some of these too. Cone of Cold. That. Give that to you. Alright, we should have more than enough room now. And this ring, which allows us to resurrect characters, we're going to keep on hand. We'll keep that too. Whoops. Now this box, I don't think we're going to need this box, so I think we should just throw that in the bag of holding. Mysterious device. Okay, we got the fragments and all that. Where's the amulet of pure love, by the way? Oh, we're wearing that. That's not what I meant. Where is the periap to the lost witch? I know we have it somewhere around here. Are we holding on to it? No, that'll go. Man, where is that periapt? Alright, I'll meet you back here when I find it. Okay, I found it. It was actually in the Greater Magic bag in Caitlin's inventory, so now we have it. We're going to need this for later, so I'm just going to keep it in Janek's inventory at this point. Let's go out. So let's say I have a soul, and I split it. Which pieces retains the memories? Which piece retains the memories? I want to hear this. Moswin, you look like you know. I thought I did, but now I'm not sure. Why is that? Well, wouldn't the memories be in both? Interesting. Explain. Memory exists independent of a soul, but may imprint itself throughout a soul if the memory is strong enough. This might come into play later. So the same memory might find its way into both parts after the split, or it might just exist in one. And it might be stronger in one than it is in the other. But given its independence, unless it is erased, memory will continue to bind the two pieces together even after the split. Take heed, class. Erase those memories carefully, or you'll have some very disoriented homunculi when you implant the split souls in tomorrow's lab. So what is this, total recall? We're erasing memories here? Anything else interesting? Mr. Zerzura, why would removing a soul make the mind deteriorate? Think of the soul as a library, if you will, a vast store of information. The mind is a patron of that library. In every one of its evaluations, it references a part of the soul. Mind is a logical entity, but that logic is meaningless without a foundation, a proper means of putting it in perspective. Lots of interesting stuff is being said here. It calculates, but it needs inputs from within as well as without. Well, before we get too bogged down in that, let's devour this dread wraith who managed to float outside of his confines.
It was a mistake to challenge me.
I'm going to turn off party AI mode for the time being. Hey.
On your guard. Foes approach.
You stupid Dreadwraith. You took my club. You took my Staff of Valmaxian. Alright. Let's do Vampiric Touch on it.
Process to Bokor.
I didn't do any damage to it. Maybe because it does negative energy and it doesn't really work. Now we're talking. Come on, do some damage. There you go. Almost there. Alright, that'll do it.
Press the attack, quickly!
Devour Spirit this time. Alright, these guys also have brilliant spirit essences. I want my weapons back. Hey, where are my weapons at? Oh, there they are. Oops. No, move out of the way.
Yes.
Thank you. Alright, so we got 5 volatile essences, a brilliant power essence, and my 2 weapons, my staff and my club. And we'll hand these off to Sophia.
Yes.
In fact, we'll have her combine some of these. Combine that. Combine... Actually, you know what? Stop it. Too late. Combine the small ones first, then the big ones. That should do it.
I will lead now. Follow.
So I'm going to leave these other wraiths behind this door. Let's move everybody out of here. Can you close doors? Oh, you can. Okay.
You have need of me?
So we already explored this room over here. Suppose we can explore the library and talk to the caretaker. The golem looks in your direction with an empty stare. There's a wealth of knowledge and memories trapped in the souls of this depository. Still, I usually avoid this place. Necromancy leaves me ill at ease. Who are you? I am caretaker of this depository. My directives are to maintain the quiet, to secure the checking in and out of souls, and to assess late fees with prejudice. What is this place? You are in the Soul Depository within the Academy of Shapers and Binders on Thaymount in Thay. Its purpose is the storage, cataloging, and loaning of souls donated by Academy personnel and alumni. Are there any rules here that I should know about? Visitors are permitted to withdraw a single soul per party. Those who attempt to leave the premises with more souls than is permitted shall face the depository's defense mechanisms. Any who stand in the depository and do not observe silence are subject to punishment by its defense mechanisms. How do I use the equipment here? Souls may be viewed by placing them in the viewing receptacle and pulling the lever next to it. How many souls can I have checked out at any given time? Visitors are allowed to check out one soul. Yeah. How many souls do I have checked out right now? You have 0 souls currently checked out. You may check out up to 1 additional soul. How do I return a checked out soul? Bring it here and set it anywhere in the room. Souls outside the room are considered to be checked out. Souls inside the room are checked in. I would like to check out a soul. You may leave with it provided you do not exit with more souls than you are allowed. Doing so, and you will face punishment by the depository's defense mechanisms. Yeah, I think electrocution is what happens. So, these little balls are the souls. So you take a soul and you place it within the viewing receptacle, and you pull a lever, and it'll give you a clue as to what soul it is. I think we're actually going to need one of these souls. 127. Let's put number 127 into the receptacle. We'll pull the lever and see what it says. The receptacle beside you flares to life, projecting above it a dazzling display of images and forms, too much in flux to single out any in particular. Voices too surge and recede, whispers and echoes mostly, but gradually a singular voice rises above the rest. Next time I won't read this part. I'll just read this part. He has to know. Has to know by now. I practically told him. Could have tattooed it on my forehead. Maybe I will when it's done. I'm on the rise. He's on his way out. The Zolkirs have said as much. Just about dare me to do it. Prove I have the will to govern. I'll show that and more. I'll give them a demonstration of the kind of rule I mean to have in his place. He will be my first example, my old mentor, my fading father. I'll fly a new banner over my tharch, crafted with his skin, stitched with his sinew. The light above the receptacle flashes brightly, and its images transitioning at an incredible pace. At last they slow, and the voice from before is audible again. It's no good. Too wide. I can't close this, can't hold it together. Stand and I lose my blood all at once. All that time spent looking for wards, elaborate magical traps. He knew I'd miss it. He knew. Could I crawl to a healer? Crawl before I bleed dry? No. He'll not have the satisfaction. I'll go out on my terms, on my blade. The end to a brilliant political career. Perhaps he'll slip on the blood and break his blasted neck. Well, whatever that is, it's a mystery. Out of the way, everybody. We need to return this stuff to the soul housing.
You have need of me?
Alright, 127, we'll go back. And we'll try to check out another soul. And when I mean check out, I don't mean like exiting the room with it. Number 91. Okay, so we read that. So perfect and quiet too, not fussy. Heh. Must have got that from me. Better be careful not to say that out loud with her mom close like this. So quiet. No idea yet. What do we do here? Not for a while. It only gets worse. Sorry, this is my doing. I brought you into this. Stop this. Find a way. Before it starts. Before she can work. Before... She's quiet. She doesn't know she came out alive. Maybe she didn't. Would he check? Maybe it'd be below him to check. How long can we hide her? Alright, and we have our second part. Did he hear? Don't move. Stay still. Just wait. Wait. A sound and it'll be the end. The straps, the wall, the lash. No, the noose. They'll have it in for me this time. He hears and she'll pay. That what you want? Give him time to sleep again. You have all night to get it. So thin without her mom. If I don't get it now, I'll have failed her. Stay patient. Quiet. I think this is the soul that we need, so let's take it. So thin without her mom. If I don't get it now, I'll fail her. See, these things are just so strange. It's kind of hard to follow what exactly they are. You know what? We'll put it back. And we'll look at another one. There's another one over here. 346. I think 346 was one of the ones that we fused together with another soul to trade to the demons downstairs. Such an opportunity, such advancement, to be in her company, to know what she knows. Oh, this is the one we need. This is the one for downstairs. What work she does, the forefront, absolute forefront. Foundations of the universe, comprehended. Iron law made pliable in her hands. Such hands. I can never disappoint. If I commit to this, to her, it must be all of me. All of me for she who understands. For she whose soul is wanting as my own. Alright, then it says something else. This is insanity. Only a fool would consider it. Is that what I am? Would she even notice? Fool. It's never been done. Never been done. Has she ever attempted anything similar? Or did she ask me without testing? Would she do that? She would. If she needed to, she would. She'd do it for him. Who is he? Did he go through this, or worse? Nothing is worse. She'd have to see that, have to notice. I'll die. I'll die for this. It will fail, and I'll die in agony, just like the rest of those poor wretches in that nightmare room. I'll die, and this will all be over. Good. Good. Yep, that's the one we need. We'll take it. Alright, so let's check out this room. Inside the cauldron are
This charming mess is the workshop of Master Poruset. He animates golems of wood and clay. One wonders why he can't build a golem to clean this place.
Thanks, Sophia. No, these are the grips of Gond, and they allow you to have plus 12 to all the crafting. In fact, I'll give those to Sophia because she has
Come this way.
many skills in crafting. She can do pretty much anything at this point.
Yes.
What's in the workbench over here? Nothing? What about the forge? Nothing. Alright, let's talk to Master Poruset. Oh, hello. Hello, Master Poruset. It's a pleasure to see you again. It's good to see you also, Mistress Sophia. Are you well? Not exactly. My mother's absence and Armand's takeover of the academy coming home has not been as joyous as I would have hoped. Oh, I'm sorry. I had forgotten. My work occupies my mind so. I would expect nothing less from you than an unfailing devotion to your studies. I'm very pleased to see you alive. Do you need something from me? I'm trying to find out what Nephris was doing before she died. The headmistress? When I see her, she is always working. She does many experiments, mostly in her tower, but some down here. She has that one with the methods around the corner. Have you seen it? No. I find it fascinating. You should look. If you're interested in souls, it's on the left as you exit my study here. It overlaps a little with my work. If it works, she'll be the first person to rejoin a soul that has been split. What else was she doing? I've seen her in the instructor's quarters from time to time, usually when class is in session. She doesn't live there. I think she just has more experiments there and needs the space. Kind of experiments. We have similar interests. She approaches them differently, but she heard of my work and arranged for me to work here so we might share ideas. When we talk, it's about altering souls, splitting them, reassembling them, moving them, replicating them. Most of what we try hasn't been done. She works in her tower mostly, so I don't know about her progress. Usually she just drops by to compare notes. I had other questions. Oh, alright. You don't sound like a normal golem. I'm not one, not really. My mind and soul were transferred to this body. I wanted to be able to work with heat, but still use my hands. Clay can take a lot of heat. What do you do here? Huh? Oh, I work. Sometimes they ask me to teach, but mostly I study. My background is in crafting. I want to apply it to souls. Most of my work fails, but there have been breakthroughs, so they let me stay. Alright, farewell. That's all we can ask. There was another room over here with some instructors. Oh! That's right. These were the students that we petrified. Don't attack them, please. Thank you. We're gonna save them for later. The Arcane Triad is your greatest ally when working with souls. You're disrupting class. Either take your seat or get out. I can't wait to get to the Golem Lab. It's so much better now that the teacher is dead. Huh. Stop looking at my notes. The stench of rotting bodies sure makes it hard to concentrate. Class was larger before the Nephris loyalists had to be culled. Yes, there is a natural flow to all things, and yes, it is preordained by the gods. This man is a stern and intimidating presence. He is forceful, almost violent when he speaks, and his nostrils flare when he looks someone in the eyes. I wonder if he's the necromancer. Anyways, we could go into the Golem Lab, but do not mistake these for the laws the mindless child will take them to be. Maybe we should devour a soul. We're at it. Party AI mode off.
Yes?
We'll bring you in here. Critical hit. My goodness. Okay, make your way
On your
out.
guard. Foes approach.
Oh no! Oh, there goes a spirit essence. How did the HP get so low? Oh no! Crap! Well, I'm not one for reloading just for one stupid spirit essence,
It
so
was
I
a
guess
mis-
we'll just do it again. We'll have Janik do all the attacking. Man, why do I get so many critical hits when I don't need them? Is it near death yet? No. Okay, I'm gonna disarm myself. That's better. That's more like it. Okay, devour soul. Okay, and we'll get the money that's left. Nearly 800 gold. Alright, everybody,
Come
get out of
this
here.
way.
All who can
Leave
hear,
the other one.
follow.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Party AI mode back on. Let's go downstairs. And we'll get some more quests. And then we'll wander to the tower and see just exactly what we're supposed to get. As you can see here, there's a mirror, and we're supposed to rearrange these things accordingly.
This looks to be the Instructor's rooms. I imagine many secrets may be hidden in these walls. We should be watchful.
Okay. Oh, there's a soul here, or a spirit, I should say. Who's hiding? Well, it's gonna be some time before this drops down, so let's just wander around a little bit. Yeah, we have some pit fiends in here. Oronok and Thalka. Look at this one, Thalka. Something familiar about him, wouldn't you agree? As usual, Oronok, you are mistaken. We have never seen this mortal before. Not the sight, my slow-witted associate, the smell. You said, look, my developmentally stunted colleague, and so I did. But you make a point. Have we crossed paths before, mortal? I'm often confused with other spirit eaters. Maybe that's it. Is that so? Well, no, that wouldn't be it. Unless... I believe you hit upon it, Thalka, but don't spoil it. You might inadvertently spare this mortal some pain. A good thing you caught me, Oronok. I very nearly did, but no longer. I shall say no more. How might we be of service, mortal? What do you do here? We are facilitators of transactions, overseers of a small but vital subsection of a vast economy that happens to be centered here at this establishment. What my well-meaning but suboptimally competent business partner means to say is that we are in the habit of stimulating localized bartering on the premises. You'll forgive my mentally wanting accomplice for his overfondness of vague jargon. It is natural habit when one spends his eons negotiating and drafting bargains. Put simply, we are here to trade. We're going to do lawyer. You're here for the unclaimed souls that the Red Wizards extract here, correct? How astute. Yes, typically souls filter down to our realm on their own upon death, but this institution has tapped into some of our methods. It's created stragglers. We'd prefer to simply take them, of course, but certain prior agreements force us to seek them in trade. What transpires here is a mutually beneficial exchange of resources. The Red Wizards receive funding for their little school, and in return we receive a stipend of souls for their stockpile. I'd like to buy something from you. We aim to please. Let's see if they sell anything worth buying. Strength +8. That's pretty good. Boots of Striding +7. Constitution +7. That's pretty good. Finch's Comforting Cloak. What does this do? +15 hit points, immunity to fear, resistance, acid and fire 10. Here you can buy the Headband of Intellect +8. We don't need it though. The one that we had, we gave to Sophia. A Nymph Cloak +8, that's kind of useful. A regular Robe of the Archmagi is always useful. However, like I said, we don't need it. Plus Sophia has the Skin of Shadow, which allows her to cast Shadow Shield. Bolts of Lightning, we'll take that. And +5 bolts. Oh, sounds like some of our buffs are wearing off. So what do we have here? +5 weapons. Raw Bane Blade. Rune Scarred Greatsword. -2 to your AC, but it's +7. +5 to your Dex. +3 to Will, and you can use this regular heroism twice per day. Too pricey for me. A couple spells here. Let's take them all. I have a feeling we might need them in the future. They don't cost that much. Except for Tensor's Transformation. We'll hand these off to Sophia. She's not going to use them.
Come this way.
What was that fox spell that I gave you? Mass Fox's Cunning. Okay. Got it. Ah, wand of fire. That might be useful. We'll take that. Put that over there. The Talisman of Pure Evil. Ring of Wizardry 5. Ring of Sorcerer's Power. This is only good for sorcerers, huh? Useless to us. Ring of Magic Defenses. +2 to Spellcraft. Spell Resistance 14 and Dispel Magic. Useless. Ring of Fortitude +7. Ah, now we're talking. I can actually buy Brilliant Essences here. Kind of expensive, but I think we'll just take them anyway. Why can't we combine these things? Why can't they combine with what we have? We might have to split them up and then recombine. Pristine Essences. This won't combine with our other Pristine Essence? No, it won't. Okay, I guess we'll have to split them up then. What about regular Spirit Essences? Do you sell those? No. Okay. We're gonna... No, we're not gonna combine. No, we're not gonna sell this. Let's divide all of these. We'll divide everything. In fact, I'll come back when I'm done. Okay, divided and recombined.
Yes.
I think we're ready to exit out of here. And this is reset. So let's go check out that room that has the spirit in it. And who do we have here? Oh, it's an Elder Earth Elemental. Nice. Now who would have this in here?
Enemies have fallen upon us.
I will do what I can.
What happened? There we go. Better. Gann, why don't you come help out a little bit? Yeah, we're whittling away. Almost there. Alright, Mr. Gann, you can back off. Alright. Kaylin, back off. And we'll devour its spirit. And we get a brilliant spirit essence out of it. 290 XP.
Of course.
And a brilliant earth essence. Where are the earth essences? We don't have enough.
I will lead now. Follow.
So there was a bookcase, or a bookshelf here, I should say. Miscellaneous small object. The Book of Waves. Arcane spell failure, minus 10%. Oh, nice. That means if we had a shield, I think it would reduce the arcane spell failure? Is that what it does? You could also do extract water elemental, 3 charges per use, mass drown, and summon water elemental. Okay. I guess we'll put the book away as there whenever we need to do one of those things. Let's head off in this direction, and we'll turn AI mode back on. We'll go in here in another episode, but we are kind of running up on time. I do want to go over here. And here we see 2 people laying on beds. It's a ward or an infirmary. Or a hospice. This is Bebtu. Let's talk to him. This man's lips move as if to speak, but his voice can manage no more than the faintest of whispers. You'll have to lean in close in order to hear him, so lean in. Sophia has brought you. Good. It is as Nephris hoped. Bebtu, what are you doing here? Who did this to you? Don't worry yourself. I've done this by choice, and with your mother's help. It was a success. If this was a success, I hate to see what a failure looks like. Nephris asked me to keep something safe for you. She wanted to be sure it was you who got it, not Ahriman. That was her greatest fear. This was all I could do to reassure her, an apprentice's greatest honor. This thing you have must be of major importance. The room we're in, it's a ward for the soulless. Nearly all our most important work at this school requires human subjects and sacrifices. Subjects who lose their souls are brought here to die. I endured such an experiment in order to have my soul transplanted for a surrogate. It is all that keeps me from death, and the very thing Nephris sought to keep from Ahriman. What does Ahriman want with a surrogate? This may be more than Nephris intended you to know. But Sophia's here. Surely her mother would want me to disclose everything if it meant her safety. The surrogate is a key, one of several. It will help open a door in Nephris' room. It was her wish that you reach what is behind it. Ahriman hunts our academy's founder as we speak. He suspects any locked door of hiding her. I don't know what is behind this door, only that sealing it to Ahriman was more valuable to Nephris than her own life. So we could devour a soul and take it from him and get some XP, but I think we get more XP if we return his original soul to him. Do you intend that I devour your artificial soul to obtain it? The surrogate can be displaced. My original soul has a natural affinity to my body. It will re-enter on its own, and the surrogate may be extracted. You need to locate my soul and bring it back to me. For my own safety, Nephris did not disclose its location to me, but she was fond of hiding things in plain sight. I would expect her to have hidden it in the Soul Depository. For you, it would simply be a matter of identifying it. There is a vessel there that serves exactly that purpose. How will I know which soul is yours? There is a viewer of sorts in the depository that will give you a window into a small cross-section of the soul. Wish I could tell you more, but naturally I have not had the opportunity to view it myself. I suspect you will find it, and I will certainly know it when you bring it near me. Alright, I will return with your soul. So, I believe we already have it. This one. Have you brought my soul? My body calls out for its return. Yes, I believe I have it here, and it looks like all of our buffs have worn off. Yes, I can feel it now. Its warmth. It is familiar to me. If I could just drink it in. Such relief. I have existed as a shell. Come to know the despair of emptiness. I was not prepared for it. And we got 2,000 XP. The surrogate has collected it in my soul's place, as Nephris said it would. Such an inscrutable woman, my mentor, but wise like no one else I've known. I'm somewhat lost without her guidance. That was the impression I got when I looked into your soul. Oh? I suppose that's what I would have expected. She was so unusual. There was much I wanted to say to her. I think she knew. Perhaps she even used it to her advantage. Doesn't matter now. She's gone. Before I forget, take this to the depository caretaker. You do not want to earn his wrath with an overdue soul. We get a promissory note. You should return to your task at hand. The longer you stay here, the more likely you'll be stopped. And all this will have been for nothing. Perhaps it is, anyway. So this was signed that says that we can take out another soul if need be. And we have the surrogate soul, and like you said, it's part of a key. And here is a familiar friend, Ammon Jerro. The color is drained from his body, and he appears to be in some kind of vegetative state, but there is no mistaking it. This man is Ammon Jerro, and we're going to heal. Determine the cause of his condition. Success. There are no signs of any ailment you know of. However, your desire to feed off his life force remains unusually restrained, and it dawns. He has no soul. That could be a problem. So we're gonna have to figure out what happened to him. What's in this table? Hey, a potion of heal. Nice. What's behind this door? A mirror that's pointing at this bookshelf. And we get a couple of scrolls here. Also, we can destroy this. And it's a secret door. But it's locked. That's interesting. And our skeleton keys doesn't open it. We must have to bash it down or pick the lock or something. We have another potion of heal. Any enemies in here? No, but there is a scroll. Remains. Touch of idiocy. Power word petrify. Oh, there must have been a bookshelf here too, and they both got destroyed. Well, maybe we can have one of many pick the lock. Change to the child. Alright, one of many. Pick this lock. Oh, a specific key is required. I wonder how we're going to open it.
You have need of me?
Very well, I guess we'll turn it back to the map. Change back. Alright, so before we end today's episode, let's talk to the pit fiends once more. How might we be of service, mortal? An acquaintance of mine had his soul removed. Would you know how I could recover it? Has he now? What a fascinating dilemma. I do hope we could be of assistance in the matter. This wouldn't be with regard to a certain warlock with glowing tattoos, would it? Yes, I want the soul of Ammon Jerro. Do you know where it is? Ah, it just so happens we do. We were entrusted with the soul's keeping by the one who removed it. Why would anyone trust you two with the soul? Because she knew we wouldn't part with it lightly, and so we won't. What will it take to get the soul back? Thale Khan and I have what you might think of as a joint ownership arrangement. Unfortunately for you, that means that you will have to pay both of our prices. I find myself short on the funds I normally use to help forge a certain type of pact with the denizens of your realm. Wonder if you might help replenish them. For me, the soul will cost you 50,000 gold pieces. You are a fool to trust a commodity whose value changes with the winds, Oranak. I shall emerge the richer from this bargain. We have a training facility in Maladomini, not unlike this one. Baal-Zebul has put a high premium on souls that might one day swell the ranks of our elite negotiators. You'll bring me the souls of 3 students, young, impressionable souls, kind that will easily break. This is non-negotiable. This soul is already damned by another and has no value to you. You'll both part with it for less, or I'll leave and you get nothing. Failure. The soul's value to us is irrelevant. It is worth much to you, and for that, you will pay our price. Influence success. I suspect that the soul has value far more than nothing. Which, as our leader has spoken, is exactly what you will get if you push your current bargain. Success. Shrewdly assessed. You would go far in our realm, you know, if you like. I could put something in writing to arrange it. A generous offer, but I shall regretfully pass. For now, then, I will set my price at 20,000 gold. Should you reconsider, I could always offer a further discount. Oranak, you spineless imp. You could have gotten twice that. XP granted for dealing with devils and coming out ahead. 500. You'll not get the same discount from me, mortal. My offer is 2 student souls, no less. Take it or leave it. And there is no other option. None that we know of, but we are negotiators, not instructors. We'll be here when you make up your mind. Alright, so we just got a clue that we have to go talk to some instructors if we don't want to deal with that type of bargain. Which we will in a following episode. What clues will they give us? Find out next time. This is Big Los signing off. Thanks for watching. See you next time. And Tango Windia.